Hello and welcome to Primo Trades. My name is Stephen Primo. I'm the president and founder of Specialist Trading. And in these brief educational presentations, I share with you different techniques, tips, and strategies that I've accumulated in my 45 years of trading. And then I show you how simple it is to become a consistent trader by simply applying them on our PTS Primo charting platform. Now, in today's educational video, I'm going to teach you a simple trading plan that successfully traded the stock CANO. And then I'm going to show you how you could have possibly exited at the top of the stock just days before it lost roughly 60% of its value. But first, let me share with you today's theme. And that's this, something I learned while trading on the exchange floor. A trading plan is good, but just words until you act on and stick to it. You see, most of us are taught trading plans in the beginning of our trading career, but usually they're very inconsistent. Why? Because they're based off of outside sources like news events, support and resistance, moving average crossovers, all of the things we've all been taught before, but just don't have a high level of consistency. Now, today I'm going to teach you a trading plan that is extremely consistent. Why? Because it's based off the chart in front of you. Actually, the only thing you should be looking at, and that's the chart that you're trading. And you're going to learn this trading plan because it's easily accessible on our platform, the PTS Primo charting platform that actually teaches you how to trade. So let's toggle over to the platform and look at the stock we're going to be talking about today, and that's CANO. Now, here's the chart of the stock coming into this week. As we see earlier in August and September, the stock was slowly but surely going up, and then it had a really nice big up move where it gained roughly about 50% of its value in just a couple of months. But then look what happened this past week or so. It lost everything that it took 2 months roughly to gain. It lost in roughly about a week. So this is where traders usually give it all back because they hold on to something, or their strategy or method or trading plan is based on faulty assumptions. Let me share with you how you could have gotten long roughly back here in the beginning of September and held on to the profits before the stock fell out of bed. Okay, so let's go and look at the chart here. Once again, going back to August, September. And let's say at this point, you're starting to really like this stock. Well, how could we have traded this? Well, with our trading plan, let's pick a strategy. One of our most consistent methods based just on stocks, it's strategy number 8. Now, on our platform, you'd simply click on strategy number 8 and signal arrows and see that it generated a buy signal right here. So what's the trading plan? Do we simply buy at the market? Do we wait for it to go a little higher before we buy? Do we place a limit at a lower level? All right, here's the simple trading plan, and here's how we make it so easy to apply on the PTS Primo charting platform. When you see a signal arrow, either a buy or sell signal, in this case it's a buy, all you have to do is put your mouse over the arrow and then double click. And you'll see a little window appear that gives you a series of options, okay, from entries to exits to stop placement. Let's start with our entry. This is the most common way to enter using the confirmation method, okay? So what happens now once you click that on is it tells you at this level where you should be buying, anywhere at this level or above. See, the confirmation method waits for the next bar to either trade above or higher. That's your entry point. Why? Because how many times have you gotten a signal and you simply bought and the very next day it goes lower, gaps down, and you just say to yourself, why did I even get into this? With the confirmation method, you want to confirm that it's going in your direction. All right, so now that we know where we're going to enter, where do we place our stop? Well, once again, double click on the signal arrow and we go to our standard stop placements, okay? Now, as we see here, these red arrows tell us where to place our stop. If we're a conservative trader and we want very minimal risk, we'll place our stop at the first level right here. But if we are willing to take on a little bit more risk, we want to give ourselves a little bit more room, we'll apply the second stop level. Now, these are just very basic ways in which to trade. Remember, this is not the only way we can trade our methods at Specialist Trading. This is just our basic standard format. Now, since this is an inexpensive stock, let's say we decided to use the second level, which gives us a little bit more room, and we're only going to be still risking at most, if we bought somewhere around here and sold here, roughly about 1.5 points. So that's okay to use in our trading plan. Now, we know where to enter. We have our stop placement in place. Where do we exit if the trade goes our way? Well, just using one of our methods we have here that's auto-generated on the platform, double click on and click on range extensions. This is one of our most popular ways to trade any of our methods because it automatically tells you on the platform the different levels where you can exit. If you're a trader that likes to get in and out of trades quickly, you'd use the first two levels, or if you want to stay in the trade a lot longer, you'd use the second two. Now, here's another aspect of the plan. A lot of traders like to trade with a good risk reward. That means they want to make at least double what their risk is. So in this plan, if we're risking roughly 1.5 points, we want to make roughly about 3 points, twice what our risk is. And that would mean exiting roughly at the fourth and final exit level, okay? So let's say that we entered when price traded above, we placed our stop right here, and we placed a limit to exit right here at the fourth and final level. You see how simple this plan is, and it's all right there for you, even prior to entering into the trade. So let's see how the trade unfolded, all right? As we toggle forward here, we see that we would have entered the next day, and nothing much happened the first week, but now it starts to go our way. It hit the first exit level, but remember, we're exiting at the fourth and final level. So we hold on to the trade, our stop's in place, our exit level order is in place, and then ultimately we did exit. We see here that if our limit was at 945, the stock traded just above it. So roughly in 2 weeks, we made twice what we risked. Not a bad little trade, inexpensive stock. You could have had a couple of thousand shares, whatever the case may be. This is how simple trading can be. But let me share with you the added advantages of this. We always tell our students that while using the range extension exits, which is just one of 6 or 7 different exit methods we teach our students, you should always exit at the fourth and final level because that's usually where the trend changes. So let's go forward and see what would have happened. Remember, this stock fell out of bed and roughly lost 60% of its value. So if you start to see that a stock looks like it's not going down, just remember that oftentimes it takes a while before we see that it fell out of bed. And ultimately, in just a week or so, you would have given back all of your profit. You would have probably been stopped out with a loss. And you would have said to yourself, gosh, you know, this trading plan, this guy in this chat room told me to buy here, but he never told me where to exit or what I should do, how to monitor the trade. We teach you all of these things at Specialist Trading, and everything is easily accessible on the platform. So as we go back and look at our presentation once again, remember, the PTS Primo Charting platform is an educational platform that actually teaches you how to trade. And I just shared with you just one of the simple trading plans that you can apply, and that's easily accessible, and in fact, one click away on the platform. Now, if you're interested in learning more about any of our strategies, tips, or techniques, contact my sister site, Pro Trader Strategies. I would highly suggest giving them a call at 310-598-6677. They have trading consultants that can answer any question you may have and fill you in on the most recent discounts and different deals we have going for our methods, okay? As we close and take one last look at our disclaimer, I just want to say thank you for watching this short educational video. I hope you learned something, but most especially with our Primo Trades presentation, I really look forward to you becoming a student of mine at Specialist Trading. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you at the next Primo Trades presentation. Bye-bye.